Good morning, everyone, and happy Cinco de Mayo. For those of you who have Latin heritage, this means tacos and guacamole today. And if you're doing the happy hour, margarita is the drink of the day. And to my baby brother, happy birthday. I have several items that I want to address today, so I'll just dive in. I'm so proud of the work coming out of the Emergency Operations Center, the EOC, with respect to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our team in the EOC recently included a phased recovery plan as an objective in moving toward the new normal. The province is expected to announce its strategy to ease restrictions this week, and we plan to work in concert with the recommendations when developing our own municipal plan. While the recovery plan is in its infancy and the nature of this disease is continually changing, expect announcements in the coming weeks on how the city will proceed. Initial recovery phases are being considered for the opening of city-owned parks, our green spaces and playground equipment, and the opening of City Hall to the public. Future phases will be determined as the public health orders are amended. The development of the recovery plan will include the phased approach and will ensure we do our part in maintaining physical distancing recommendations. Some of our park staff have been recalled to maintain parks and fields and to prepare for their eventual reopening. I know how eager we all are to get out there and enjoy the nicer weather and outdoor beauty that surrounds our community. However, staff activity in the parks does not mean that the restrictions have been lifted. Our parks will remain closed to the public until an official announcement has been made. Let's talk about the roundabout. We've heard your concerns and are putting your safety first. City staff are working hard with the contractor, consultant, and local companies to ensure the safety of our residents and visitors during this construction period. Please obey all the construction signage. In an effort to improve safety for motorists and pedestrians, additional new signs are being made and should be in place in the near future. The construction zone detour area is being amended to deal with the big trucks, and the entire detour area will be monitored regularly by enforcement officers and the RCMP. Plan ahead and be sure to give yourself extra time to get to your destination. For your safety and the safety of your friends, neighbors, and family members, please note the following. Construction zone detour speed limit is 30 kilometers per hour. That's 30 kilometers per hour maximum. Parking in alleys or using them as shortcuts is not permitted, as it can create public safety issues. No parking zones have been established adjacent to the construction site and along the detour route. Avoid trespassing on private property, including CP Rail lands. Keep out of the construction area, as the project also involves replacing and upgrading underground infrastructure. Replacing this infrastructure requires that we dig holes, and we would hate to see someone fall and get hurt. And remember, please do not cut corners, as sight lines may be obscured. And again, slow down. There are many pedestrians and cyclists in these areas because these are their residential areas. Residents and businesses continue to make me proud of this community. As we prepare for the new normal, I see many residents doing their part to maintain public health recommendation and obey orders in our stores, on our trails, and throughout the community. Businesses are working out details on how to provide their goods and services in a safe environment, whether it be local delivery or limited entry. You've all done a fantastic job. I'm happy to advise that city business has not stopped since the closure of our public facilities, and council meetings will revert back to their regular schedule of every second and fourth Tuesday, beginning May 12th, 2020. Meetings continue to be recorded and posted on our YouTube channel, with a council highlight summary posted on the website and the social media platforms after the meeting for those of you that missed the live stream. Departmental updates were presented to council during the special council meeting held on Thursday, April 30th. and council supported a restricted opening of the Revelstoke Golf Club. At this time, we ask that only local residents use this facility. Bylaw enforcement has been working to support the public health officer's orders and recommendations. The Community Economic Development team have been working overtime to prepare economic recovery plans and obtain grant funding to move projects forward. Permits continue to be reviewed and issued by Development Services, and new policies are now in place to carry out essential community services, all while protecting staff and applicants. The provincial government has just given municipalities permission to use electronics to conduct public hearings. So we will be looking into how to implement these as we move forward, if it's required. Public works crews are back at work completing winter cleanup and are preparing our community for the spring. Engineering continues to work on infrastructure-related capital projects such as the roundabout and the Lower Town improvements, creating jobs that will boost our local economy. The RCMP are currently running at full force with regular duties and enforcing public health orders. Please remember to slow down and show kindness to others. The fire department is continuing to support our community with interim fire chief Dave Moen taking the lead, while the city begins to search for a permanent replacement. This week, we invited the public to submit questions for my address to the city's communication team at communications@revelstoke.ca. We received a number of inquiries that have been addressed throughout this announcement. One inquiry received was in relation to whether Revelstoke would take advantage of new federal policies on handguns. It's premature to comment at this point without proper consultation with other levels of government and with the RCMP. I thank you all for taking the time to engage with our community, and I ask you to keep those emails coming. On a personal note, after the relaxation of requirements for COVID-19 testing, I was tested due to flu-like symptoms, and I'm grateful to announce the test was negative. The results are not what I want to focus here, except to say that it gave me the confidence that I have not infected others. If you have concerns and/or symptoms, please call the local testing and assessment center at 250-814-2230 to arrange for an appointment. Last week, I spoke with a person in another community who incredulously stated, "We don't need to do physical distance here in our community as we have no cases of COVID-19. My response was, that is the very reason that you need to do physical distancing, to continue to keep your community safe. Physical distancing is critical in keeping us safe and allowing us to move forward by opening our community back up." There's a quote by Matt Gertson of the Brandon Sun newspaper that speaks volumes to life in this pandemic. "No human being does well when isolated from others. We all need to be part of a community in order to thrive, and therein is our responsibility and our humanity." Again, I thank you, the residents of Revelstoke, for your continued effort to hold the line, continue to physical distance, and keep this virus from spreading throughout our community. We are all in this together. Thank you.